the little princess who invented singing colors. Once upon a time, in a castle that sparkled like rainbow sprinkles, there lived a little princess named Celestina. She was only 4 years old, but she was already famous across the kingdom of Colonia, not for wearing shiny tiaras or holding fancy tea parties, but for inventing things. Princess Celestina had big ideas and little fingers that loved to tinker, glue, twist, and paint. Her playroom was full of giggling gears, tickly tubes, and magical marbles that rolled themselves to sleep at night. But her very favorite thing in the whole wide world was color. She loved the deep swirl of purple twilight, the shy blush of peach clouds at sunrise, and the tickly pop of lime green jelly on her tongue. She even had names for her favorite shades like Snuggle Blue, Giggly Yellow, and Oops, I Spilled It Pink. Still, something felt missing. One rainy afternoon, Celestina stared at her box of paints and sighed.
If colors can make us feel things, why can't they sing too?
Her idea blinked to life like a twinkling star.
I shall invent singing colors,
She declared, twirling with excitement. Chapter 1: The Whispering Paintbrush. First, she needed help. She tiptoed into the royal inventorium, her secret lab, behind a bookshelf and called for her trusty paintbrush friend.
Melody brush.
A paintbrush with a fluffy rainbow top bounced out of a jar and did a tiny twirl. At your service, princess.
I want to paint colors that can sing, not just la-la singing, but real feelings happy, sad, brave, giggly.
Celestina explained, holding out her hands. Melody Brush wiggled. That's a big wish, your tinkerness. We'll need something very special.
Like what?
Said Melody Brush. To make colors sing, we'll need a giggle from a ticklish dragon, a tear from a storybook character, and one teeny note from the Queen's favorite lullaby. Celestina gasped.
Let's collect them.
Chapter 2: The Ticklish Dragon. First stop: the Dragon's Cave. Princess Celestina climbed into her flying bathtub. Yes, bathtub it had bubble-powered jets, and zoomed to Mount Mufflefluff, where the ticklish dragon named Snorkelburp lived.
Hello, Mr. Snorkly Burp.
She called sweetly. Who dares disturb my... Oh, is that my favorite princess? Rumbled the dragon, peeking from a cloud of lavender smoke.
I need your help. Can I borrow a dragon giggle? Just one?
Snorkelburp frowned, then smiled. Only if you can tickle me. So Celestina leapt onto a giant feather, bounced 3 times, and zoomed under the dragon's belly. Tickle, tickle, tickle. Snorkelburp roared with laughter. Bah-ha-ha! That's the one. She caught the sparkling giggle in a bottle and waved goodbye. Chapter 3: The Storybook Tear. Next stop: the Royal Library. Celestina tiptoed into the quiet hall where enchanted storybooks slept in velvet chairs. She opened the saddest book she could find, The Last Cookie Crumbled, and read it aloud as she read about a lonely gingerbread cookie missing his best crumb friend. The character inside the page sniffled. A tiny paper tear rolled down and landed in Celestina's palm.
Thank you,
She whispered, blowing the tear into a crystal jar. Chapter 4: The Queen's Lullaby. Last, she tiptoed into her mommy's room. Queen Aria was humming her lullaby to baby Prince Cosmo. Her voice was soft and cozy, like warm slippers on a rainy night. Celestina stood quietly and held out a seashell from her pocket. One sweet note floated into the shell like a feather landing on a pillow.
Thank you, Mommy.
She whispered, kissing the queen's cheek. Queen Aria smiled.
Are you working on another invention?
Yes, but it's a surprise.
Chapter 5 The Great Mixing. Back in the inventorium, Princess Celestina poured the dragon giggle, the storybook tear, and the lullaby note into Melody Brush's hair. The paintbrush trembled. I'm ready. She dipped Melody Brush into the first colora, bright yellow, and painted a sun on the wall. Suddenly, the sun sang.
Good morning. Stretch and yawn. Today is bright and I'm your dawn.
Celestina clapped with joy.
It worked!
She painted a teardrop blue puddle. It hummed a soft tune.
Sometimes it's okay to cry. Raindrops fall and so do I.
Then a pink heart danced onto the canvas and burst into giggles.
Tee-hee-hee. Let's skip and play. My love is here to stay today.
One by one, she created a choir of colors each, with a feeling, each with a song. Chapter 6 A Kingdom of Singing Colors. Celestina didn't keep her invention to herself. She held a color concert in the palace garden. Children from all over Colonia came, wearing paint smocks and holding brushes. When they dipped into Celestina's magical paints, the colors sang their hearts out. The grass painted itself greener with a cozy hum. The flowers danced with jazzy pinks and oranges. Even the sky above joined in with a sleepy sunset lullaby. Queen Aria held Celestina's hand.
You've made the whole world sing, my little inventor.
I just gave the colors their voices.
Chapter 7 A Song for Every Feeling. From that day on, whenever someone felt something they couldn't say, happy, sad, brave, shy, they painted with Celestina's magical singing colors. A boy who missed his grandma painted a violet moon that sang a song of hugs. A girl who felt nervous at school painted mint green wings that whispered, "You're strong enough." And sometimes people just painted for joy because colors were friends who understood without needing words. Final chapter, The Color of Dreams. That night, Princess Celestina climbed into bed with Melody Brush beside her pillow.
Do you think dreams have colors too?
Melody Brush yawned. Of course. And tomorrow, you might invent one that glows. Celestina smiled, pulling her rainbow quilt to her chin. As she closed her eyes, a tiny golden star tiptoed into her dream and hummed a lullaby only she could hear.
Sleep now, little dreamer bright. Your colors sing through every night.